Hello, lovely people. It's your boy Nee Global here again. And you know how we do it. You are locked on with us at your favorite sports show, Extra Time. And you know how we do it. We bring you all the news with all the events that are happening in the world of sports, specifically football, and we give you the best of the gist. Now let's go into it. So, without much ado, let's go straight to the Club World Cup. Should I say the GOAT or one of them has had his FIFA Club World Cup campaign ended by his former team, the same people who loved him. But yes, it's over for him. But then something peculiar happened. His old teammates made sure that aside the fact that he didn't go home with a qualification or any point, they made sure he didn't go home with his jersey. Ousmane Dembele made sure to take his shirt, took his shorts, and took his boots. Hakimi made sure to take another shirt from him, man. The GOAT went home with nothing. Even the sweat didn't reach his house. But anyways, yes, Lionel Messi made sure to show his prowess and his greatness on the pitch. But it wasn't enough to beat the Champions League winners PSG. They beat them by 4-0 yesterday after their efforts. But, I mean, football is made in Europe, right? Okay. To our next final scores from the knockout stages yesterday, we had Palmeiras beating Botafogo 1-0. Benfica also almost ruined Chelsea's joy by drawing in the final minutes, but Chelsea made sure to show them that yes, we are the Blues. They beat them by 4-1. PSG annihilated the Inter Miami team yesterday by 4-0, and Bayern Munich also won by 4-2. We have some games coming up today, which is Inter versus Fluminense. We have Manchester City against Al Hilal. We have Real Madrid facing Juventus, and Dortmund also against Monterrey. I know a lot of you don't know who Monterrey is, but they're a very strong team, and they have Sergio Ramos amongst them. So yes, all these games are going to be action-packed. We have crackers coming up, so please stick to your screens and let's enjoy the Club World Cup. Already seeded for the next round of games, Palmeiras, who won against Botafogo, have been paired against Chelsea. So yes, for the first time, we'll get to see Esteval against his new team, along with Rios and some of the new Palmeiras players who are showing what they have all the way from Brazil. Sorry about that. We also have PSG, who won yesterday against Bayern, who also beat Flamengo 4-0. So yes, the competition is getting tighter and tighter as we enter the semi-finals. Please stay with us as we bring you all the highlights. You know how we do it on Extra Time. Now to other matters. Some coaches and some players or stakeholders of football are not truly happy about the Club World Cup. I don't know why that's an issue, but then Klopp came out with this statement saying that the Club World Cup is the most, what did he say it was? He said it was the worst idea he had ever come across. Why did he say that? Because he says after the players have had a very torrid season and played all the football, to continue playing these kind of matches only puts more fatigue and stress on their bodies. Rafinha also came out to say the same thing, saying that it's too many matches and the footballers need rest and whatnot. But that's for them. Now, just yesterday, Hristo Stoichkov came out and said that all these people are pushing their own agendas. And he felt very disappointed in Klopp for saying such a thing, because he personally feels that Klopp is complaining because his team had been kicked out of the league and probably they didn't make enough and whatnot. I personally think Klopp is a Liverpool fan, and because they weren't mentioned, he's pulling his own strings. And also to Rafinha, who complained about the stress that's being put on the players because they don't have any choice to say, no, I won't play and all of that. Stoichkov is asking him if you play that World Cup next year, because he might be going, would he play and still complain about the same thing? Let's get there and see. Is it jealousy or are these people making sense? Next, we go to Morocco, Qatar, Brazil, and Spain. These countries have all shown interest in hosting the next Club World Cup. Who do you think it should go to? Me, my vote lies with Morocco because Ghana has free visa, free travel to Morocco. You vibe. So next 4 years, we'll go to Morocco and watch the Club World Cup. Go Morocco! Anyways, let's move on. Away from the Club World Cup, Premier League, the PFA has agreed to the PFA has agreed to allow cameramen to briefly enter the field of play after a goal is scored, to make sure that the goal celebrations have been captured in the most close and finest moments, to make sure that those memories are kept. So yes, the PFA has agreed that they will allow some of the cameramen to come on the field of play to get close shots of players when they are celebrating their goals. I mean, it's something nice, but what if the cameraman clashes with another player and they fall? That's something for the opposing team to laugh about. Chelsea is also planning on a new stadium, but still have to decide whether they are going to stick with their Stamford Bridge and build it, make it more nicer, or move to Earls Court to redevelop it. Chelsea fans, do you want to leave Stamford Bridge? What do you think? In extra times transfer news, Thomas the Boy Tay Partey has run down his outstanding contract with Arsenal. Just 10 days ago, he announced that he wouldn't be signing a new contract, and today the contract ends. Where should Partey go? Should he come back to Ghana? Or should he look for a lucrative deal somewhere else? I mean, come back to Hearts and play with Kotoko. That's by the way. Paul Labille also signs his new contract with AS Monaco as he makes a comeback from a very torrid time. He had issues with family, he had issues with doping and so many other things that almost ended his career. But then he has trained very hard and stuck to his profession. He's back on the field. He has been signed by AS Monaco along with Ansu Fati from Barcelona. I can't wait to see what the new season has for us. Welcome back, Paul Labille. He had some of his old teammates showing love to him, saying some of the nice things to him. Sancho came in and said, "Welcome back, my brother." Bruno Fernandes went in there and said, "Pog back." And Pogba showed us why he is Pogba. He replied and said, "I'm sad that you are still in United." And then the comment vanished. We don't know what happened, but the comment vanished right here. So yes, Paul Labille is back. Bayer Leverkusen and their new head coach Erik ten Hag have signed Malik Tillman from Bayern Munich for close to 40 million. Bayern made sure to put in a buyback clause so that when the player is back and fit, they can take their team. Here we go, as Chelsea signed João Pedro from Brighton Hove Albion for £50 million. That's a huge fee. But yes, João Pedro is a very good player, and I'm sure the Chelsea fans are very, very excited about this signing. Their team is making a lot of signings, and hopefully they can bring back their very, very good persona that we know. Besiktas, all the way from Turkey, also signed Tammy Abraham from AS Roma for a fee of around 20 million euros. Money is moving around in soccer, people. Money is moving around. Arsenal are also in advanced negotiations with RB Leipzig for their star player Benjamin Sesko. Arsenal has always wanted a striker. They can't seem to find a very good striker for their team. Always coming in second, the almost winners. But yes, that's just out of the way. They are almost through with signing Benjamin Sesko. I hope that goes well for them. Stick around and let's find out. Manchester United, after signing Cunha, have seen a spike in player transfer fees. I don't know if it's just for them or for everybody. But then they have been trying to sign Brian Mbeumo from Brentford and have seen it keep bouncing back to them because they have failed to meet Brentford's 60 million base transfer fee for Brian Mbeumo, who they see as prolific as Cunha. Dominic Calvert-Lewin also has left Everton after 9 years of playing good football for them. Why? Anyways, he's a free player now. You can speak to your team to go get him real quick. Ghanaian prolific winger Kwame Poku joins QPR from Peterborough United. And we hope to see him climb up the ranks of the English league. Hopefully, we see him in the Premier League and he does what he does best. Okay, that's as much as we have for you on Extra Time today. I've been your host, Nee Global. Thank you for sticking with us. It's your favorite show, Extra Time. Let's get it.